Good evening and welcome to Fogarty Arena South for tonight's matchup in the Northwest Suburban Conference between the visiting Spring Lake Park Panthers and the team, the Blaine Bengals. Of course, these are the two occupants of this longtime historic arena, but they will be doing battle tonight in a Northwest Suburban Conference game here on North Metro TV. Bill Hupp, proud to be bringing you tonight's action between the Blaine Bengals, the home team, who comes in with a record of 5-4, against Spring Lake Park, who comes in at 1-7. Starters for the Panthers on the blue line, it's Wyatt Noble, a senior defenseman, and Dylan Sunmore, a junior defenseman. Up top, it is Jacob Fritz, Brock Larson, and Blake Lueck. And in between the pipes, Andy Juleberg. Meanwhile, for the Blaine Bengals, they will start on the blue line. Hitchcock and Finn Loftus. Ryan Wallen in between the pipes, and up top, it is going to be a starting line of Landon Steffen at left wing, Ben Walriff at center, and last but not least, Matt McIntyre, lead scorer for this Bengals team, at right wing. Right off the bat, Finn throws it on net, back down to the corner, back out at the left point. Blocked down by Jacob Fritz, held in by the Bengals. Great centering pass, and they score! Landon Steffen, his 10th goal of the season. 30 seconds into this hockey game, Blaine has a 1-goal lead. They got the early pressure, and Landon Steffen, one of two sophomore Steffens on this team, now has his team-leading 10th goal of the season. The next best goal scorer has 6. He is their main goal scorer this season. And he gets the Bengals on the board early. So it is McIntyre and Loftus on the assists. Landon Steffen from McIntyre and Loftus, 30 seconds. An even strength goal. Spring Lake Park, meanwhile, the other way, a 2-on-1. There's a quick shot. Ryan Wall makes the save. Played the corner and picked up there by Justin Boyd. Starting pass front back and missed the net. Tracked down and then back in by Ty Bonas. Picked up in front. Spring Park in the all-red uniforms with the white helmets, white numerals and lettering. There's a nice backhanded pass. Getting bumped off the puck. Still retains, tries to stuff it short side. Wallen came over to slam the door. Still in the possession. Out to the left point, Wyatt Noble things up. Tracked down in the corner by Lueck. He's bumped in boards by Nate Schaffer. Back out to Noble. He'll bank off the boards, and it's turned over. Picked up by Finn Loftus. He goes down, and we're going to have a penalty coming up. And it'll put Blaine on the power play. Tripping will be the call. And a good bit of sportsmanship there as Loftus was the one who was taken down by the best player, arguably, on Spring Lake Park, Blake Lueck. Junior takes the game's first penalty. Goes power play. They've scored 5 of their 15 opportunities, so they haven't had much on the power play, many chances, but just 15 penalties in 9 games. But they go on the man advantage now, and they'll try to maintain that beautiful 33% percentage. Finn Loftus at the left point. Centers it. Played back out above the right circle. Tip to the corner. Hooking the call as it's banked off the near side boards. Loftus plays it across. Back to Loftus. Center slot. It's tipped up and into the protective netting off the stick of John Ross. Spring Lake Park, meanwhile, 68.8% on the penalty kill this season. Both teams very similar in terms of their kill percentage. The draw will come to the left of senior goaltender Andy Juleberg. It's won and taken there by Landon Steffen, the goal scorer in the far corner. Played up top to Finn Loftus. He'll play catch with McIntyre, whizzing a shot on net. Slap to the boards. Back out to Loftus. Plays it far side, gets it back center. Plays catch, centered across. A bounding puck still controlled by the Bengals. Picked up inside the line. Drop back pass to the right circle. Play it across. Just out of the reach of Joe Penner. He'll go back up top to Loftus. Loftus will throw it on net, and Juleberg decides to hang on. .29 or 54 seconds rather on the hooking minor. 14:05 remaining first period here. Blaine and Spring Lake Park. Bengals scored 30 seconds into this hockey game to take a 1-goal lead. Out top for Pooter. Adam Pooter skates middle. Tries to slide down low. Luke Staffen, brother of Landon. Out top Pooter, left point. He'll skate middle, give it to Landon Staffen just outside the left circle. Pooter and Staffen play catch. Pooter skates the middle. Shot back once more by John Ross, and it's flung out of the zone all the way down. Icing waved off. Just 23 seconds left in the 2-minute minor. One more rush for Blaine. Rung around and picked up on the side by Luke Staffen. Played out to Noah Hitchcock. Back to Staffen, left circle. Centering pass. And Bonus couldn't get much on the shot. Coming down to play it, Pooter at the right point this time. And Spring Lake Park will exit the zone momentarily as we are back to full strength. Ouellette hops out of the bench. Driving the net, backhanded, and they score. What a beautiful effort by Ty Bonus. He just carried it through the zone. He drove the net, and on the backhand, he finished. No one got a body to him as he drove the net. So the Bengals have a 2-goal lead. Another even strength goal for the Bengals at the 3-minute and 59-second mark of the first period, and it's 2-0 Blaine. I think that's going to be unassisted, but we await the official announcement as Spring Lake Park backhands out of the zone. Nate Schaffer plays it around. They are going to give Hitchcock an assist, and as well as Alex Hauk. So Spring Lake Park carrying it back into the zone, getting it deep. An even strength goal. Bonus gets on the board. Tipped away nicely by the Bengals, and they have a 3-on-2. He gains the line. Pass across. Wrist shot. Big save by Juleberg. Trying to stop it short side, and ultimately McIntyre lost it off his stick as it's lofted out of the zone. Shot 4-2 in favor, and they lead the scoreboard as well, 2-0. Of course, the Bengals wear traditional classic light blue jerseys with the white numerals and lettering, white helmets. And that dark blue trim. Seen many a great player don that jersey over the years. Both players kicked out, and Andrew Swanson moves to take it for the Bengals. He wins the draw cleanly back to Loftus at the left point. Again, the shot block this time by Jacob. Cleared, but not as Loftus forces the turnover. On the backhand is Hauk. Hauk circling near side corner. He'll cycle it back down low. His team has a 2-goal lead. Back out to Loftus, left point. Loftus, nice job to keep it away from Caden Carson. He plays it around. Aggressive forechecking for the Bengals to keep it down in the zone with 11:30 left in the first period. And 2-goal to the Bengals. Now the physicality starting to pick up. Carson for Wyatt Noble, who carries it out. Noble weaving right to left. Gets stood up at the left circle when it's handed out of the zone by the Bengals. Played near side for Leighton Long. He'll dump and chase to the end boards. Good outlet pass by Alex Ernest. Up for Bonus, who's bumped off the puck. Turned over once more as Luke Staffen speed Works to the outside. Backhands it, and it's got to be all the way out of the zone, so the Bengals forced to touch up. Schaffer sloppy with the puck, nearly loses it. Almost picked his pocket. Instead, Bonus will gain the zone. Here's an opportunity. Steffen's shot is saved with the left pad. Schaefer puts it on net. It doesn't get through. This Panthers team already blocking a lot of shots. That one was by Ben Wagner. Now, Luick, who just had his pocket picked, is a dangerous player. Leads this team with goals and sixes. Had the only 2 goals of the game, both unassisted against Maple Grove, as they lost on the weekend 19-2 to the #1 team in state. This is the puck here. He plays it across for Long. Long up for his teammate Brock Larson. Larson just flings it in the corner for John Ross to give chase. Ross loses an edge, backhands it to the corner. It comes around and is picked up by Penner. Flung back in the zone by Trig Oberg. And again, Ross forces the turnover, and this time Wallen decides to take the whistle. Spring Lake Park playing shorthanded against Maple Grove, lost 19-2. They sit 12th out of 13 in the Northwest Suburban Conference. But they had to feel pretty good about this year because they did return their top 5 scorers. And now they're keeping it into the zone, thrown out by Ross. Getting there first is McIntyre for the Bengals. And they exit, picked up by Landon Steffen on the backhand. He's bumped, not off the puck. Still on the backhand, all kinds of cycled down low. Back to the right point for Cannavaro. Franco Cannavaro loses it. Ross, the zone, works to the outside, tries to toe his way through. Wallen gets there first. So Spring Lake Park definitely not playing with any fear. There's a turnover in the neutral zone. Cannavaro tries to clear. Spring Lake Park has to touch up, so Blaine will regroup. This is Finn Loftus. Gives near side for Cannavaro, who's battling for it at the red line. Flung deep in the zone by Mason White. I mean, shots are 4-3 right now for the Bengals, despite the 2-goal lead. So Spring Lake Park battling, and the play is ruled offside. You know, we talked about Finn Loftus. This is just his 5th game of the season. He's missed most of the first part of the season. So Blaine's still trying to sort things out themselves. They come in 5-4, but all their losses have been good ones. And some of the best teams in the state. And that's why they sit 6th out of 13 in the Northwest Suburban Conference. So solid middle of the pack. Respectable when you consider what they lost from last year's state tournament team. Hitchcock from the right point, his shot blocked down, and ultimately they have to recover. Hitchcock comes over to the play on the near side boards. Battling down there with Leighton Long. It's tipped out for Luick rather. Hitchcock gives near side for Schaefer. Up for Ernest, who will pitchfork it around as Blaine makes a change. Bengals go hard on the forecheck to try to keep Spring Lake Park down in their own end. A big check delivered as Penner comes over. Penner forces the turnover near side corner. Couldn't get the pass off, and ultimately it's picked up by Ben Wackman and cleared out of the zone. Icing waved off. 7:16 remaining first period. 2-0 Blaine. Tipped in the zone now, but now an opportunity. There's a shot from Steffen. A great left pad save made. Julberg comes over, makes the initial stop, made another stop with the left pad, and then dove on the puck to smother it. That was a gilded edge chance for Ty Bonus, who was looking for his 2nd goal of the period. We're a little more than midway through here from Fogarty Arena South. The home team Bengals have a 2-goal lead. Loftus tries to keep it in and is able to. Steffen comes off the board, shoots, and it goes in. There wasn't clear indication, but That is a goal, a second of the game for Landon Steffen. It was one of those tricky goals, 5-hole on Julberg, who sort of just looked around and looked underneath his pads, and it trickled over the line for Landon Steffen. And you're seeing, folks, in this first period why this guy leads the team in scoring by a wide margin. His 11th of the season. He's up to 16 points in his sophomore campaign. And it is 3-0 Blaine. So really, Blaine just making the most of their chances. 3 goals on 6 shots in this first period of play. And here's the goal scorer, Landon Steffen. Drop back, that shot goes wide. Assists to Ben Walriff and Adam Pooter. At 10:07 of the first period, even strength. So all 3 goals, even strength as Walriff cycles it back down low for McIntyre. First line out there for Blaine. Centering pass, looking for Walriff, and going to a knee, flinging it down the ice. Spring Lake Park will take the whistle and take a change. 5:57 to play, first period. A 3-goal lead for the Bengals as they look to inch further above 500. They're missing a couple players tonight. Dane Anderson, their leading assist man, or one of them anyway. 2 goals and 11 assists out of action tonight, along with Blake Sutherland. Hitchcock moves middle, flings it through traffic, and it's deflected up and out in front and into the protective netting. They're going to say that was off of Blaine's stick, so the draw will actually come out in front of our broadcast position here, just inside the neutral zone. Draws one and flipped back into the zone by Penner. Noble, tracked by a couple Bengals. Turnover forced left wing corner. Coming off the wall, another chance, sharp angle shot, that goes wide. Up the far side boards and then played back down low. Landon Steffen will bank it for Hitchcock back at the left point. Hitchcock through traffic, pad save made. Luke Steffen back out top. Now back down low, feet fed in front. Steffen, or Bonus rather, picks it up. Back for Cannavare. Down low for Steffen in the right wing corner. Goes back to the right point. Again, it hits bodies out in front, and it's played out good. A clean exit as Oberg gains the zone for the Panthers. Oberg knocked off the puck, and Hitchcock picks it up for Blaine. Has his pocket pick, centering pass, and nobody was home. Long outlet finds Penner, who gains the zone. 1-on-3. He decides to throw it on net. Kind of an awkward catch for Julberg. Ultimately, Noble's able to chip it out. Taken at the red line and played on back for Schaefer. Penner whacks it to the far corner and goes off for a change. Steffen will get there first and fire an awkward-looking shot on net. That was a tough one to deal with. Long outlet pass. Dropped back by Julberg. Oh, great back check. What a back check there by Alex Hauk. He's got an assist and defending as well. Coming off the wall, sharp angle shot, and they score! The captain, Jacob Fritz, his second goal of the season, gets Spring Lake Park on the board. That was just an industrious goal from the Panthers on the forecheck. Fritz forced the turnover, came off the wall, and beat Wallen to get the red, white, and blue on the scoreboard. They'll give Lueck and Long assists. And so there's a deflected shot down low, backhanded, It's loose in front and cleared. 3:30 and counting to go in the first period. It's a 3-1 lead for Blaine. And, of course, Lewick would be involved. He's got 6 goals and now 7 assists on the season. Really, that top line is the main scoring threat for Spring Lake Park. And they've put in a shift. They've done real well in this first period as Sunmore tests Wallen from the right circle, and he makes the save. Sunmore with a goal and 4 assists from his defensive position. Bengals still out shooting the Panthers 12-5 in this first period. But again, the even strength goal from Jacob Fritz cuts the deficit to 3-1. Ross moves in to take the draw for the Panthers. It's hammered around by Canavari. Up for Luke Steffen. Avoids a check and gets it out of the zone. Played up for John Ross, who gets it in deep, giving chase Gavin Forge. Forge still on it, and his shot is deflected up and out of play. So both teams will get a change, as the draw will come out to the right of Ryan Wallen, junior netminder. Splits time with Kaysen Ranieri, so a couple of juniors. It's not a real senior-laden team. You look at Walriff, Bonus, McIntyre, and Hitchcock. That's it. So this Blaine Bengals team, middle of the pack this year in the conference thus far, but certainly expect to get better and will be a factor in years to come. Always a factor. Such a great program year after year. Gaining the zone is Hauk. He loses it, but a teammate picks it up, drops it back. Battling here, Pooter. Tipped away, and a beautiful move by Jacob Fritz. He'll wind and fire, and a blocker save made. Again, the turnover forced by Lewick, and he kisses the net as he goes falling to the ice. Arm stays down, so Ernest carries it out. Ernest takes a big check delivered by Brock Larson. 1:57 remaining in the period. A 3-1 Bengals lead. And that's deflected off a Blaine player and up and out of play. It's been a well-played first period. I mean, you would not know that the Panthers had been defeated on the weekend 19-2. They've certainly come out with a spark, as you might expect in a game, in a local rivalry game such as this one. Man of the hour, Landon Steffen, 2 goals. He's in there trying to win this board battle. Played on back, and the pass is stolen by Justin Boyd. Boyd loses it in the neutral zone, and now a 3-on-2 for the Bengals. Oh, beautiful move by Steffen. Gets to the goal and scores. Jeez. He scores. That was a beautiful goal. Landon Steffen with a hat trick. We're not getting super clear indications from the ref, and now he's coming over to consult over here on the near side. But that is indeed a goal. So I apologize for our indecision, but Landon Steffen lights the lamp for a 3rd time in this first period. A first period hat trick for Landon Steffen. And it's a 4-1 Bengals lead. And the Bengals are not celebrating much either when they score. So it really is sort of an anticlimactic goal. Bonus, the other goal scorer, plays it across, and Penner can't get anything on the shot. So comfortably handled by Juleberg, and I think Juleberg definitely would like a couple of these back. Again, McIntyre gets an assist, and they score again. Blaine scores once more off the draw. Juleberg beaten by Penner. And it's 5-1. So just as I was about to talk about the momentum that Blaine was, or that Spring Lake Park might be taking into this half. The Bengals score again, and Penner gets on the board. This time for Blaine. 5-1 Bengals. Delayed offside. The call, so it'll be a draw outside of the zone. 50.4 seconds left. Oh, I beg your pardon. It's going to actually be a penalty as Hauk. I think too many men on the ice is going to be the call. But for the first time tonight, Spring Lake Park will go on the power play. Just 16.7% this year. Flung out of the zone and all the way down by Blaine and Andrew Swanson. 40 seconds left, so Spring Lake Park will have a power play for the first minute 10 of the second period. They gain the zone. Luke. Penner from Stefan at 15 or 16:03. So these two goals, what took a 3-1 game and made it 5-1. There's a chance in front. Puck's loose. Larson whacking at it. Penner digging it out. Lueck has his shot driven down by Loftus as time expires here in the first period. A first period hat trick from Landon Stefan, the sophomore left winger, gives the Blaine Bengals a 5-1 lead as we head to our first intermission. You are watching high school boys hockey on North Metro TV. Back here at Fogarty Arena South, Bill Hupp along with our entire crew. Happy to be bringing you Northwest Suburban Conference hockey tonight from Blaine. The two tenants of Fogarty Arena. Blaine, the home team tonight. Spring Lake Park, of course, plays on the other rink, the North Rink. Is their home ice. Blaine in the light blue, navy blue and white. Spring Lake Park in the red, white, and blue trim. 5-1. Our score after one period of play. The Bengals outshot the Panthers in that first period 16-11. And they were led by Landon Stefan, a familiar face. Up to 12 goals on the season after his first period hat trick. Matt McIntyre now leads the team with 15 assists. So the two wingers for this Blaine team leading the way as they have all season. McIntyre with 3 helpers in that first, Stefan with 3 goals, and Blaine with a 5-1 lead. Spring Lake Park actually will start on the power play. They have a minute 9 left on the man advantage. As Alex Hauk sits in the box. And the Bengals win the draw, and Hitchcock will sweep it around to the near side. Picked up there by Wackman, and Ben Wackman will lead the charge out for the Panthers. Wackman worked to the wall, bumped off the puck. Hitchcock grabs it on the end boards, flings it. It's tipped out by Ross, so he does get a stick on it. And it's handled now by Blake Lueck. Lueck with speed on the backhand. Sharp angle shot, and Wallen makes the stop. Hammered on down by the Bengals, but you can see the individual skill of Blake Lueck. And there's a reason he's got 6 goals and 7 assists this season. They gain the zone with Brock Larson. Still on it, Wackman. Centers out in front. Ross now has it. Ross skating back toward his line. He'll drop it back down. Centering pass looking for Larson. Went underneath his stick. Up the wall to Ross. Back down low. Just 2 seconds left. Sharp angle shot by the goal scorer Jacob Fritz as the penalty is released. And we are back to even strength. Both teams have killed off all the penalties they've taken. Blaine's taken 1. Centering pass out in front is tipped. It's held in nicely by Wackman, who plays it down low. Now a chance. Lueck all alone on the doorstep, and they couldn't get it to him. Ultimately skated out by Hauk. He'll gain the zone, and then his shot is driven down by Justin Boyd. Carried on out by Lewick. He gains the line. Lewick from the high slot pad save made. Slides all the way up the near side wall. Off the board, sharp angle shot, another pad save made, this time to deny Forga. Loose in front again, and another great save made. Leighton Long this time denied, but the shots coming fast and furious. Centering pass, nobody home. Held in left point by Dylan Sunmore. Spring Lake Park buzzing out of the locker room in this second period. Good stick lift to take it away by Andrew Swanson. And that's a long shift for the Bengals as they change on the fly. Big check delivered to Swanson, goes to the ice. Good hit by Wyatt Noble. Battle for it, picked up, and Lewick again gains the zone. Good back checking by the Bengals, and Ty Bonus. Bonus down the right wing. Bonus drives the net. And a good save made. And that's been a troubling area in the first period for Julberg. He got beat 5-hole a couple times. That time he slammed the door. Shots now 17-13. That was an individual effort by Ty Bonus to pick it up in his zone, exit the zone, and drive the net to get a shot on net. Both teams fresh lines out there. Bonus wins the draw for Luke Steffen. Centered pass out front for Penner. Couldn't get it much on it. Held in right point by Hitchcock and played around. Wackman delivers a check near side. Hitchcock, and seen all the way by Julberg. A very impressive start for Spring Lake Park out of the locker room. A 3:02 gone by, second period. Score remains 5-1 Blaine. Face-off coming right circle, Spring Lake Park zone. And Justin Boyd, good pass to find Lewick. Stood up, actually that's Forja. And good pressure defense by Finn Loftus, the veteran. And junior left defenseman. Turned over in the neutral zone. Penner passes across, and Steffen shot whistles wide. Hitchcock comes down to play it. He rings it around for Penner on the far wall. Pitchforked down low for Ty Bonus. Centering pass out in front. Slides all the way up for Hitchcock. Glove down by Luke Steffen. Drop back for Hitchcock right point. Through traffic, bounding puck is played off the glass and all the way down where it is iced. 13:03 remaining second period. What's amazing for Spring Lake Park is they'll feel like they could have had a couple of those goals back. A couple of them were kind of tricklers that went over the line. Thinking two of Steffen's goals specifically, but ultimately those count just the same. He had a hat trick, and Blaine has a 5-1 lead as a result. Again with bodies in front. Bengals doing a great job of that in this second period. Coming off the wall, it's loose in front, jamming at it. Julberg playing much more solid in this second period. Takes the whistle. When you have a goaltender that is struggling, or maybe shaky with the confidence, you do just want to get pucks to the net. Just make them see a lot of rubber. Loose goal line extended, chopping at it, Ben Walreff. The first line centerman, his shot hits a body out in front. Mason White exits. White works to the outside. Centered out in front and well read by Walreff. Walreff, long stretch pass for McIntyre, who goes after it. McIntyre, a sharp angle shot. It's deflected up and out of play. It was just playing the boards well. McIntyre, as we said, leads this team in assists with 15 from that right wing position. Shots 4-2 now in this period in favor of the Bengals. Picked up at their own line and played out. Tipped into the zone by Andrew Swanson. Giving chase Alex Ernest. Hauk in there as well. Picked up by number 10, Wyatt Noble. Jacob Fritz goes down. The arm stays down. Chopped at by Lewick. Picked up left circle, Blaine zone. Pass evades Cannavaro. Lewick comes down to play it. He gets bumped off. Great turnover force coming off the wall, and they score! Jacob Fritz, his second of the night to make it 5-2. That was a chaotic situation off the end boards. And the Panthers took advantage. To get their second goal of the night in the first of the second period for either team. 11:40 to play in the second. And you can just see the confidence growing on that Spring Lake Park bench as they continue to be in this hockey game. Or no, I beg your pardon. They've waved the goal off. I think they said the net became dislodged. I apologize, folks. The initial celebration by Spring Lake Park was as if they'd scored, but they ruled the net had been dislodged, the whistle had blown, so the goal's been disallowed, so it remains a 5-1 hockey game. Luke Steffen with speed down the right wing. Checked to the boards hard by Brandon Geiselhart. Ross, near side for Geiselhart. Forza can't bring it down, but picked up by Justin Boyd. Forza ridden into the wall by Pooter. Boyd tries to cycle it, and it's picked off. Penner down the left wing. Penner run into by Wyatt Noble. Getting there first, and a big check delivered on Luke Steffen. Thrown on net. Luke Steffen a little slow to get to his skates. Glove down by Penner, right circle. Sharp angle shot high off the glass. And the bounding puck is finally jumped on by Julberg. Well, the hits keep on coming. Both teams getting more physical in this second period of play. We are 6.5 minutes gone by. Still no one on the scoreboard yet. First line's back out there for both teams. One back to the right point for Hitchcock. He flings it on net, redirected right into the gut. Landon Steffen was looking for his fourth, and well positioned. Julberg makes the stop. That's just fundamental hockey. Win the draw back to the right point, throw it on net, have a body in front, redirect it in. Draw one. Steffen falls to his knees and flings it in deep. Hitchcock plays it right point. And Blaine trying to get back on the front foot. But out come the Panthers. Lewick is almost a little out of control, or verging on out of control. Working to the outside, Walriff. His shot deflected down by Wackman. Walriff picks it up. Now outside the left circle, tries to feed Hitchcock out top. Hitchcock center slot through traffic, doesn't get all the way through, hits Wackman. And the assistant captain plays it on out. Fans not pleased with that call. So we'll see where they end up taking this draw. And indeed, it is going to be in the neutral zone. And off the draw, the Bengals carry it on out. Alex Hauk crunched into the boards in the neutral zone. Loose in the slot. Picked up Hauk. Slides a shot wide. Cycled. Tried to do a little give and go looking for Swanson. Instead, it was intercepted by Sunmore. Ford just pretty nifty with the moves and the skating. He's got some speed. He's run into it by a couple Bengals near side corner. Swanson has his pass intercepted at center ice. A big check delivered, and Swanson gains the zone. Not much on the shot there, and Juleberg wisely decides to melt that one down. 9:01 remaining second period. Shots 21-14 in favor of Blaine. But Spring Lake Park, if they get a couple bounces on the scoreboard, I mean, the scoreboard doesn't indicate it, but they are playing pretty even with this Blaine team. Board battle right corner. Luke Steffen wins it. Up for Pooter. Back down low for Steffen. Bounding puck whacked at by Fritz. Sticks on the ice for Spring Lake Park. Off the wall, Schaefer puts it on net. Wackman flings it out, only as far as Schaefer in the neutral zone. Oh, nice move by Joe Penner. Good back checking. Penner gets the better of it, and that shot is deflected up and out of play. Blaine, as we said, 5-4 coming in, and probably their best win of the season was a 5-4 victory over Totino Grace, who's got a very young and exciting up-and-coming team. And they are coming in giving up 4 goals a game, but it's a little deceiving couple of 8-2 blowout losses to #1 Maple Grove, and then kind of surprisingly to Elk River Zimmerman, even though the Elks are certainly a good team as well. But on any night, just about, especially those middle of the top teams, you can get beat in this conference. So pass across left circle, shared once more across. Spring Lake Park getting in the way of that bounding puck. Noble was there to sweep it away. Held in left point. Flung back down low for Sunmore to chase. Picking up Landon Steffen getting there first. He tries to play it back to his teammate, and Finn Loftus could not get there first. Left for Loftus behind the net. 7:40 remaining as McIntyre picks it up at center ice. Moving to his left. McIntyre wrist shot. Up and out of play. Yeah, Blaine very even. 4.11 goals per game and giving up 4 goals a game, as we said. But also, as we said, a young team. I mean, you look at the Steffen brothers, just sophomores. A lot of juniors in the lineup, but just very few seniors. So expect them to be a force for the next couple of years. Off the post, as that was nearly, I mean, Juleberg got a save, got a glove to it, but then couldn't keep it out. Well, barely kept it out, I should say. Thrown on net, comes up the wall. Again put on net by Hauk. Played out by Larson. Lueck hounding Cannavaro from behind. Lifted high and gloved down by Cannavaro. Bengals gain the zone. Cannavaro's shots turned aside. 6:51 remaining second period. Long outlet pass finds Lueck. 2-on-2 back the other way for Spring Lake Park. Lueck tied up nicely by Nate Schaffer. Hard off the glass and out of the zone. Picked up at center ice by number 9, Trig Oberg. Both teams changing on the fly. Long stretch pass kicked at by Wackman. And the bounding puck is picked up by Penner. Moving to the outside. Centering pass in front. It's loose. Somehow it squirts free to the near wall. Back up top for Cannavaro. Nearly redirected in by Luke Steffen. Just past the right post. Fritz. Spring Lake Park having difficulty clearing the zone. Stolen by Steffen. Worked to the wall by Wackman. It's loose along the end boards. Grabbed there by Jacob Fritz, the goal scorer. Again, they can't clear the zone. Long shifts put in by both teams. Off the near side wall, good pressure by Forja on the forecheck. Bounding puck for Fritz to move on to. And the puck is loose in the zone. Out to the neutral zone, and now played back cross corner by Dylan Sunmore. Finn Loftus rings it around, and it's helped on out of the zone. That was a chaotic couple minutes. 5:16 to play in the second. Big check delivered by Ben Walriff off the bench. Number 16, John Ross gains the zone. Ross trying to toe drag his way through, and ultimately Wallen gloves it and decides to hang on as things are getting a little testy out here between these two local rivals. Obviously, a lot of these kids know each other, but they're just going at it hard. Each puck is just being contested so ferociously. Draw one back and off the draw. That shot on net. Centering pass. Beautiful look by Leighton Long, but no one was home. Stolen back. And again, as John Ross couldn't get much on that shot again, Wallen decides to take the whistle. The draw comes out to Wallen's right. And after a flurry of goals in that first period, we have not had a single dent on the score sheet in this second. 2-on-2 as McIntyre tries to time it. Backhanded. McIntyre goes to the wall. He and Steffen really forming a nice partnership. McIntyre circles the zone, plays it to the slot. Rimming the circle, and a good job to tip it out of the zone by Caden Carson. No penalties yet in this second period either. It's been a very cleanly played back and forth action. Another chance for Steffen, and he hits the post. That could have been goal number 4 for Landon Steffen, but instead it's still 5-1. Wyatt Noble has his pocket picked by Steffen. Cycle down low for McIntyre, centered out in front. It's gloved down and whacked at by Walren. Justin Boyd carries it out for the Panthers. He takes a bump in front of the Blaine bench. 3:40 left to play in the second. Steffen takes it at center ice. He gains the zone. Goes between the legs, centered out in front. And there's the whistle. No goal. Alex Hauk was crashing the doorstep, but just what skill and what confidence from Landon Steffen to just go between the legs, through the legs, nutmeg his defender basically, and then feed it out in front to a crashing Hauk. He'll remain out there to take the draw against Brock Larson. Now it's interesting what Addison DeBoer is doing because he's trying to match up the lines according to how they think they match up well, kind of European style, as the puck is caught in Franco Canaveri's jersey, so brings the draw out to center ice. But he said we don't have we have a starting lineup, but we don't have lines per se. We just kind of mix and match depending on what we think works to our advantage. Lewick picks up the puck, goes to the ice, battling there with Larson. It's lifted up and out of the zone by Swanson. Fritz can't keep it in. Pass picked off by Lewick, or by Hauk rather. Hauk with a sharp angle shot from above the left circle. Saved to the corner. Swanson trying to get there first. Swanson feeds in front, backhanded, they score! Alex Hauk, top shelf. And that's our first goal of the second period, and just a beautiful job by Blaine of forechecking and then unselfish play to find Hauk on the doorstep, and he roofed it. He had an assist in that first period, so now he's got a goal and an assist in this game. Off the drop, Blaine wins it again. Luke Steffen chases to the right wing corner. Again, centered out in front, looking for Penner. Comes off the wall. (13-11) the goal. So it's Hauk from Swanson at 13-11 of the second period, an even strength goal to make it 6-1 Bengals. And again, it's really been a competitive period and a fairly evenly played hockey game. Doesn't seem that way on the scoreboard, but they're moving in to shoot, and it's deflected up and out of play off the stick of Pooter, who's coming down from his left defenseman position. Shots 28-16 in favor of the Bengals. By McIntyre. Passes up for Steffen. Dropped for Walraff. Walraff backhanded pass. Middle, Hitchcock through traffic. Just threw it on net. Hoping to make the most of that rebound, and landed Steffen down there as well. McIntyre backhands it out to the line. Big hit delivered by Fritz to force the turnover. Skated out by Caden Carson, who takes one in front of his own bench as well. Centering pass. And again, Jacob Fritz and Blake Lueck playing so hard, not giving an inch, as ultimately Ryan Wallen decided to take the whistle, and so the draw will come in the right circle of the Blaine Bengals zone. Draw won by the Bengals, carried on out by Luke Steffen. He gains the zone, centering pass for Bonus. There's a stick that goes flying, as we got 1 minute to go in the second. Goal line extended. Blaine jamming out in front. And ultimately it's cleared all the way down by the Panthers. That was a strange sequence of events as a stick just went flying past Andy Julberg's net. Shots in this period 14-6. Off the drop. Forga loses it. Bengals gain the zone. There's a shot and a save. Loose in front again. Loftus wants a second crack on it. Penner carries it down low. Bonus comes off the wall. Drops it back for Loftus, high slot. Looking down low for Steffen, again centered, and again the positioning of Julberg just looked a little out of position. Just 12 seconds remaining in the period. Steffen will tip it into the zone. Pass lofted on out by the Panthers as time expires here in the second period. Blaine adds to its lead with a goal late in the second. And we head to the second intermission with the Blaine Bengals on top of the Spring Lake Park Panthers here at Fogarty Arena South by a score of 6-1. You are watching high school boys hockey on North Metro TV.
If you love concerts and live theater, going to baseball games, and eating in restaurants, inside, if you love parties and the small talk with the guy who makes you iced coffee the right way, then wear a mask and let's beat this virus so we can get back to the things we love. Mask up, America.
In order for us to continue participating in athletics and activities,
we need to work together.
Wash your hands often, especially when you're in public areas.
If you're sick, stay home.
Stay at least 6 feet away from other people and do not hang out in groups.
Cover your nose and mouth with a mask or use a cloth face covering.
Help keep us in the game.
Please practice health and safety protocols so we can keep doing what we love.
mask up, Rebels.
Tornadoes.
Cardinals. Bengals.
Huskies.
Mask up and Okanagan.
Back here at Fogarty Arena, just ready to start the third period of play. Blaine with a 6-1 lead over Spring Lake Park as we get set to start the third. Not a single penalty in that third period and only one goal. Bengals outshot the Panthers 15-7. Alex Hauk scored at the 13-11 mark of the second period for the period's only tally, and Jacob Fritz thought he had his second goal of the game, but it was wiped out because of a net that had been dislodged. So the top line's back out there for both teams to start the third and final period of regulation. And off the draw quickly, Fritz gains the zone for the Panthers, tries to center it, looking for Larson, and it's picked off, and back the other way comes Blaine. Shot goes whistling wide. Loftus comes down to play it. Board battle, left wing corner. Bengals win that. Played out top for Hitchcock. Near side, Loftus through traffic, and it's hung on to by Julberg. Really, the story of the game was that first period hat trick from Landon Steffen. The sophomore stud. He's got 12 goals, and the next best goal scorer is Ben Walraff with 6. So he's got twice as many goals as his next best teammate. Off the draw, Loftus, his pass is picked off by Ross and skated late and long with speed. On the backhand, centers out in front. He had a man and ultimately could not find him. Taken back now by Landon Steffen. Steffen bumped off the puck by Wackman. McIntyre regains. Over to Hitchcock. Off the left pad. Good save. No one there for the rebound. McIntyre fires it on net. Comes up the wall. Taken by Walraff, avoiding a couple defenders. Fanned on the shot. Regains the puck. Centered out in front. Only red jerseys, and it's pitchforked out of the zone and all the way down. Hitchcock collects. Long stretch pass for Steffen. Finds Walraff. Good job by Wackman to knock it free. Walraff chases to the opposite corner. Out to the right point. Over for Schaefer. Centered. Backhanded, and they score. Again, just kind of a weird goal that sort of trickled over the line. And not even really a goal that Blaine celebrated. We've had a couple of those strange ones tonight. It's 7-1 Bengals. And that may just be a program thing, I'm not sure. But you hardly know they score based on the reaction. We'll see who they give the goal to. But it was, again, just kind of a sharp angle shot, and there's no question that Julberg is going to look back at this game and rue some of the goals that he let in. Some of them just looked like he had initially stopped him, and then that one just snuck in the far post. Kind of a goal line extended shot. It's loose in the slot and lifted up and out of the zone. Bounding puck will get all the way down to Wallen's net. He leaves it for Schaefer. Up the boards. So Landon assists Luke on that goal. Pooter gets his second helper. So Landon Steffen now with 3 goals and an assist in this hockey game. Brother Luke gets on the score sheet himself with a goal to make it 7-1 Blaine early in this third period. Now the Bengals once again regain the zone. Great job of teamwork there. We'll see who they end up giving the assist to. I think there's just going to be one. And I believe it is going to be Justin Boyd who will get the assist on that goal. But nice job of teamwork by Spring Lake Park, and it's 7-2. We know if there's one weakness with this Blaine team, it's their defense as Steffen picks it off. Looking for his fourth left pad save made. It's loose in front. They got to get rid of it. Wackman sends it to the corner. Carried on out with speed by Justin Boyd. Boyd and Wackman assisting the goal by Ross at 3:11. So do we have just one goal? And there's a shot and a score. Walriff moving middle from the slot, just wristed it past Julberg, and it's 8-2. Now the goal's coming fast and furious in this third after almost nobody scored in that second. Bonus on the backhand, drives to the net, sharp angle shot, and a good save made by Julberg. Penner, back checked hard from behind by Mason White. Bengals still on it. Passed up for Lewick. Noah Hitchcock gets the assist for Hitchcock, his second helper of the game. Bonus gains the zone, passes it across looking for Loftus. Taken back by the Panthers. 12-10 left in regulation, 8-2. Good job by Forja. He gains the zone, makes the save. Hauk having his stick lifted by Wackman. Left wing corner battle. Just outside the left circle, centering pass, bounding puck. He is lifted up and out, and we've got a slashing penalty coming up on Spring Lake Park. And indeed, Leighton Long, the senior, the one who took it. Both teams have taken just a penalty today, one penalty each, and nobody has scored on the power play. Blaine will get their second chance here as we are now into running time with this 6-goal lead per the rules. And that goal from Walref, his 7th of the season, to start the to get the running time back underway. Taken back by Jacob Fritz, who's been one of the more impressive Panthers tonight. Long 2 minutes for slashing as Fritz steals it. Putting on a good forecheck, and now Blaine back the other way with numbers. Walriff wants another, and he hits the post, and there to sweep it in is Landon Steffen. Goal number 4 tonight for the super sophomore. Goal number 4 and point number 5 for Landon Steffen. But really that opportunity was created by Ben Walriff, who worked his way through a couple players, forced a save by Julberg, and then the puck was just sitting on the doorstep for Steffen to tap in. So we've got ourselves a 9-2 hockey game. Bengals now 1 for 2 on the power play. How about this night for Landon Steffen? Up to 13 goals and 6 assists on his 2021 campaign. We've got another penalty. Interference, the call. This one on the Bengals and Alex Hauk. Second time he's taken both penalties tonight for Blaine. Shots 40-20 in favor of the Bengals. And they lead 9-2 on the scoreboard. So Hauk sits for 2. Panthers win the draw. Collecting right point. Lewick sends it down low. Looking for Fritz. Fritz loses the handle as he tried to center it out front, and it will be carried out by Walriff. Walriff leads a 3-on-2. Centering pass is intercepted by Wackman. Now a 2-on-1. Looking for Fritz, and a good job sliding across to make the save by Wallen. Walriff and Penner assisted that Steffen goal. So Walriff's got to go on an assist in this third period. Again, 9-2, clock running, 8:23 and counting left to go in the game, and 1:07 left to go on the interference minor. Centered looking for Lewick, and he's bumped off the puck. Both teams continuing to play hard as Walriff carries it on out. Killing valuable seconds as Wackman takes it and regains the zone. He goes off the wall to himself, puts on the brakes, left wing corner. Puck tied up in a board battle. So each team gets new bodies on the ice. Fritz goes down, and we're going to have another penalty, and it'll be 5-on-3. A hook, the call this time. Nate Schaffer will join his teammate Alex Hauk in the box. Although by the time we actually do the face-off, Hauk's penalty probably will expire. So Hauk will jump back into the play off the draw. Picked up by Wyatt Noble. He'll loft it over to Gavin Forja near side. Hauk hard on the forecheck. Forja goes down at center ice. I thought for a second Hauk may be going back to the box, but instead it's hammered out. Schaffer, 2 minutes for hooking. 6:44, and so Spring Lake Park with some extended power play time. There's a shot. Wallen lets the loose rebound go, and then it's flung all the way down. I think Wallen would have preferred to hang on to that rebound, but ultimately no harm came from it. Forja gains the zone from the right circle. His shot saved. Up the wall for Larson. Into the left circle, sharp angle shot. Nearly had Boyd on the doorstep. Forja sweeps it across. Goes hard off the far boards. Picked up left point. Flung cross corner. Intercepted by Pooter. And then taken back by Justin Boyd. Boyd with speed away from Penner. And no support as Spring Lake Park gets it in deep and then changes on the fly. 5:40 left to go in the third period. 9-2. Blaine Bengals centered out high for Wackman on the left point. Wackman walks the line and gives it near side for Lewick rather. Centered, loose in the slot. Fritz or Larson couldn't sort out his stick. Now Larson gets it back, centers once more. I thought he could have taken the shot. Instead, it's backhanded all the way down by the Bengals. Julberg leaves it for Lewick. As we are back to full strength, Lewick working to the outside with speed. Goes between his legs, a nifty shot there. Near post covered all the way by Ryan Wallen. Cross ice pass finds Penner. His shot's deflected up and out of play. Just how quickly some of these teams transition from defense to offense. And it's been a really exciting end-to-end game of hockey. Shots 42-23, so Blaine basically doubling up Spring Lake Park in the shots department. Penner settles it, plays it down low. Penner chases it to the end boards after it was loose. He's forced to the wall, cycles it. Still on it, out to Hitchcock up high. Gives near side for Canaveri. We'll go off the near side boards down low, centered out in front. Penner circling away from pressure. Again, cycling it nicely down low for Pooter. Backhands it for Hitchcock out high. It hits the post. Oh, Hitchcock would have had a spectacular goal. But the iron unkind for the third time tonight for Blaine. Penner again behind the net. For Cannavaro moving in. Again, it hits the post. It goes this time to the far wall, and it's swept out of the zone. Spring Lake Park changing on the fly. 3:20 left and counting to go in the hockey game. Penner, as Lewick falls down. Penner puts on the brakes in the left circle. Centering pass looking for Luke Steffen underneath his stick. Helped out by Ross, or I thought it was. Kept in momentarily by Bonus. Cross ice pass for Pooter. He throws it on net, loose in front, and they score. Ty Bonus, second goal of the night. Goal number 6 now for the season. 10-2 Bengals. You're just getting to those loose pucks in the zone. Bonus putting himself in the position to score. To pick up his second goal of the night. Blaine wins the draw, and Finn Loftus throws it around. Carried with speed through the zone by Boyd, and a shot saved by Wallen. Pooter picks up his third helper of the night. As Bonus gets that goal from Pooter and Penner at 13-10. 10-2. Just a minute 30 left in this hockey game. 45-24 now. Shots in favor of Blaine. And again, Spring Lake Park, they're going to fall to 1-8 tonight, but they've certainly hung tough. Putting 24 shots on the board and cracking the score sheet twice. Knocked down at center ice by Ernest. Picked up by Hauk. Looking for his third, and it's saved comfortably by Julberg. 1 minute to go in the game. Thrown on net once more off the draw by Luke Steffen. Off the draw, back to Hitchcock at the line. And we've got a whistle and a stoppage. Probably won't even have time for another draw. One back to Schaefer at the point. Flung down towards the Blaine net as time expires here. The Blaine Bengals, on the strength of 4 goals and an assist tonight from sophomore left winger Landon Steffen, moved to 6-4 on the season by beating Spring Lake Park 10-2. They send the Panthers to 1-8. Panthers have a big game coming up on Saturday outdoors at Coon Rapids. The two teams at the bottom right now of the Northwest Suburban Conference. Blaine, meanwhile, tries to keep pace with Totino Grace and Centennial and Rogers. Those teams right around them in the middle of the pack in the Northwest Suburban Conference. And they got some really valuable contributions tonight. 3 assists from Matt McIntyre. Couple goals from Ty Bonus. 3 assists from Adam Pooter from his left defense spot. And as we said, 4 goals and an assist, including a first period hat trick from first line left winger Landon Steffen. That should do it for us here tonight. In Blaine for Kirsten Moore, Preston Schultz, and my cameraman Rob Clark and Mike Peterson, I'm Bill Hupp saying good night from Fogarty Arena, where Blaine down Spring Lake Park by a final of 10-2. Thanks for watching this presentation of high school boys hockey on North Metro TV.